back.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me again.
So happy to have you,
Thank you
back
very
in New York
much.
City.
Yeah.
I'm so thrilled.
It's very nice of you. Thank you very much.
And you, this is nice to have you here. You're obviously working. That's why you're in New York. But you get to do a Thanksgiving in New York.
Yes, yeah. My girlfriend and I are hosting.
Is that something you've done before? No, first time.
I've never done that before. So yeah, I thought I'm just gonna make myself. You know, I can't cook, so I'm gonna just make myself as useful as humanly possible. I thought I was gonna be doing some maybe chopping of things. I found out yesterday I'm not gonna be trusted with chopping.
Wow.
But that's probably a good decision.
Because chopping is the lowest as far as.
Stirring is the lowest.
Stirring is, you're right, stirring is low.
Stirring is lower.
So are they going to have you doing a little stirring?
I'm going to be stirring. I'm going to be maybe crushing things.
Oh, that's good.
Or if that's required, yeah.
And how many people are you hosting?
9.
Okay.
Which is for like some families will laugh at that paltry amount of people, but like for me that's more people than I've had in one group outside of this kind of room in a long time.
Turkey though?
Turkey and then a bunch of sides and yes, we've got a vegetarian, so we've sorted them out. They've got an option. I've got a friend who's allergic to nuts. They're sorted. So yeah, I've really just it's been a week of finding out everybody's dietary restrictions.
Yeah, that is the new problem in this day and age. Or the new, it just makes it raises the level of difficulty. And will you watch? We've talked before. You became a football fan, an American football fan. Will you be watching?
Absolutely, yeah. That'll be the sort of the soundtrack to the day. And my girlfriend's from Michigan, so we'll be there's always a Lions game on Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's good.
With the misery or joy that entails.
Yeah, more often than not, misery.
It has been. But I feel like there's a certain heartbreak is part of being a Giants fan.
Oh, okay.
In a way that it is sort of about like a lot of being an English football fan is also sort of in some way. Well, growing up was mixed in with a lot of heartbreak and missed penalties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was the World Cup exciting for you? I know in the end it ended in tears, but
but that's the furthest they've got in my lifetime. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Like, don't laugh at that just because you're America and you win stuff all the time. like I remember like the first time we were in Germany and like the date that everyone in England grows up knowing is 1966 is the year that England won the World Cup, and like that's ingrained in all of us. And I remember the first time I went to Germany and realized no one there has any idea that's what happened that year, or in any other country. It's not famous. It's just we like really hang on to that. And it's like, oh no, you've won it so many times, you don't hang on to the one year that you won it 50 years ago.
Yeah.
But
and it gets sadder with every year that passes because the thing that you're proud of gets a year older.
Further and further away.
Yeah.
But I was in Germany this year for the World Cup, which was great because they got knocked out kind of early and we did really well. So for once.
There you go. That's something to hang your hat on. So this show, this is a play where you play a fact checker.
Yes.
And you're dealing with a reporter who maybe doesn't have the same love of facts that your character does.
I should say he's not so much a reporter as he's an author. He's written kind of an essay and he deals in the sort of it is about fact checking, but it's the thing that you can't. We're not a particularly political play. You can't say the word fact at the moment without it kind of becoming a political statement, and that is. Obviously, like, we're very topical in that way, but we're not dealing with, like, Trump and that stuff and fake news. We don't kind of get into all that, but it's more about kind of a debate about artistic license and how far you can push something as a writer. But all that other stuff is encompassed as well. And it's 85 minutes long and really funny. So, yeah, that's me selling it to you.
That's a good sell. You actually... went and worked a job as a fact checker at the New Yorker. Yeah,
they very, very kindly, the New Yorker invited me to like spend a day with or a few hours with their fact checking department, and who were all like amazing and just like these super bright young people who, I'm very grateful for existing. And I didn't really take it in when they said, oh, you're gonna come and we'll make you fact check an article. I was like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, I'll come and see stuff, what's going on. And then they were like, no, you're gonna like get on the phone to somebody and actually fact check this restaurant review. And I got way more nervous about that than I do about like doing the play every night or anything, just because suddenly you're on the phone with somebody who expects you, like he knows he's getting a call from the New Yorker. Right. He doesn't know it's an actor playing around at being a fact checker. Right. He's expecting a level of professionalism that like I didn't know if I had in me, so yeah.
How do you fact check a restaurant review? Do you call up and say like, was the soup cold?
Yeah.
You do?
You literally check every, that's when I started underlining the article, which is what you do when you start checking something, and underline everything you think is a fact. I was like, oh, every ingredient counts as a fact. So I guess I've got to ask him about, do you put all these things in? And it was, and my big moment was finding out that something was not in fact seasoned with Old Bay. It was seasoned with adobe and chili.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was, but you don't know how much satisfaction I got from then seeing that restaurant review with the correct information.
Yeah.
There, knowing that I had been a part of that.
That is thrilling. I mean, that's a fact checker's dream, is to catch one.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I mean, I would have gotten off the phone, and even though it doesn't make sense, I would have screamed, "Stop the presses."
Quickly!
Yeah.
So we can't run it like this.
Go.
But yeah, no, and it's a really, like, I don't know, there was something really inspirational about going into the New Yorker and seeing how it's all done. And also, I did almost feel like saying at the end, if you've ever got any really low-stakes articles that you need checking, I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to call, like, the guy I had to call was a very, very nice chef who made my job very easy. I wouldn't like to be doing that job if I did have to call, Sarah Sanders or somebody who's does not want to hear from you.
Yeah, that's true. She might not want to hear from anybody, though. So there are certain people that just don't like it when the phone rings.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And a wonderful cast, obviously, Cherry Jones and Bobby Cannavale, which is also should be noted.